and welcome everyone to series number 4 in this digital webinar, teaching you all how to upskill yourself with all the knowledge. I apologize that my internet here is also unsecure. I'm not stable. I'm in a car right now, so I can prove to you that I'm in the car right now at the back of my car. So, trying to manage this and host this workshop, but I give Henry the host first so that he can continue with the presentation while I can drive back home. And then after I can have all my power and my Wi-Fi and all. So I'm half banana. I have red note, but I don't know how to use. So it's a experience for me also to do that. Henry, have you started the poll?
Yeah,
Henry,
started
have
the
you
poll
started the
already.
poll? Because you're the host now, unless you give me the co-host, then I'll push. Oh, can you all see the poll, guys? There. So everyone here, you can answer the poll as you go by, and then after that, if you have any Q&A, I have you have Q&A, and then the Q&A you can answer later. Hosts and panelists cannot vote. Okay, only attendees can vote, so I cannot vote. So let's start, and then I'll pass the mic and the floor back to Henry. I knew Henry for years now. He's based in Penang, but today he's in KL. Henry is from a company called Big Domain, one of our MD status company. So we would like to do this Xiao Hong Shu because there was a lot of requests from people around me and asked me to get a 101. Bagaimana what is Xiao Hong Shu? Apa itu Xiao Hong Shu? Apa itu Red Note? So Red Note is not an e-marketplace. It's just another social platform for you to socialize. So if you don't understand Henry, you can tell Henry on the chat, go slow, or you can ask Henry, Henry, you terlalu cepat, because sometimes both of us can speak very, very fast. So tell us how to stop. And then if you think that Henry speak too much English, Henry boleh cakap bahasa. So please type on the chat or type in the Q&A. So thank you, Henry, for your time. I would like to say my grateful thanks for you for your time here to teach this crowd. The crowd, I think, is coming in. This session is recorded, but I asked Henry to help me to record because he has more power on his laptop to secure compared to mine. Mine is so imbalanced. So I pass now the mic to Henry. Tell him to start. Henry, the floor is yours now. Thank you. All the best and happy learning, everybody.
Okay. Hello everyone. Have a good evening. So I'm going to end the poll. So basically, from the poll I get is we have 18 submission. 18 submission out of 18, 11 basically already have a Xiaohongshu account, right? And eight of you do not have a Xiaohongshu account yet. So maybe after tonight, then you can play around with Xiaohongshu. Xiaohongshu. The international version is Red Note. It called Red Note, yeah. So, do you know Xiaohongshu? Xiaohongshu platform. What is it? So we have 20 people answered, and we have 90% yes, and we have two of you say no. So after tonight, I'm going to make sure that you know what is Xiaohongshu. I'm going to end the pool now. Thanks for joining the pool. Okay, I'm going to share you guys the result. Okay, so you can see there's already a result. So, okay. Now, basically move on to chit chat with you guys a little bit about what is Xiao Hong Su. Let me just make sure that I I am sharing the screen correctly. Give me a sec, yeah. Now, I saw some of the comment, right? I am a banana, so I've never downloaded it. Okay, so that is the reason most of the Xiaohongshu class or original class that you see in Malaysia is actually teach in Chinese, particularly Mandarin, right? Uh, big domain. One of our subsidiaries called Media. We also do training. Last year alone, we actually trained over 2,000 people, right? Last year, from August to November alone, we trained more than 2,000 people on Xiaohongshu, mostly on Mandarin class. So we actually taken a pause, right? Because we actually restructured, do something for business owner to you will be able to take opportunity, take advantage of Xiaohongshu to grow your business better and not necessarily to you have to be a content creator. Now, a quick one. You can go to the chat area. How many of you are business owner? If let's say you are a business owner or you have your own business or you're selling something online, right? You can type one. Okay, if you are business owner, you can type one. If let's say you are not a business owner, right? You are working, but you want to use Xiaohongshu to help you to do some freelancing, right? Right? You can type two. So if three, right? Option three is you want to be content creator, means that you want to venture in the area of KOL, KOC, right? You want to use Xiaohongshu to help other people to promote, their business on Xiaohongshu. You can type three, right? So we see there's business owner, right? So keep the response coming. Now, Xiaohongshu basically is, in a way, it's like Facebook, but in a way, it's not like Facebook, right? So you can basically a lot of people using Xiaohongshu to find out information as a user. So for me, I'm 80% Xiaohongshu user, 20% Xiaohongshu creator, right? So many of the Xiaohongshu users not necessarily creator, but Xiaohongshu, being a Xiaohongshu creator, right? Uh, they take a lot more challenge, take a lot more learning. So tonight, basically, this fundamental webinar sharing, I will focus on business owner and not content creator so that you can understand that I will share a little bit about the rules of Xiaohongshu. What are they and how do where do you get the resources to continue learning it? Yeah. Okay. Now, a quick introduction of myself. I'm the founder and CEO of Big Domain. So Big Domain is actually a domain and a tech company. So I myself is a SEO practitioner. So I help a lot of company, a lot of brands, owner, and some even listed company in managing their content online, not necessarily their website, but content, right? So it's a content. So we are proudly the top 20 technology provider awarded by MDEC. And as Carol actually mentioned, we are also one of the MD status company, right? So particularly, we're very focused in technology. So, but as a business owner, how come we involve into media like Xiaohongshu? When we're talking about Xiaohongshu, is something like media for the young people. Do you agree or not? Is Xiaohongshu designed for the young people and media? Do you agree? If yes, you can go to the chat area. We can discuss all. We can debate. Otherwise, yeah. So look, we wanted to share with you the journey about how we started Xiaohongshu, the until where we are today, so you can also learn a little bit about Xiaohongshu, how it can help your business. Is Xiaohongshu only for business? Never heard about the app before. Okay, Xiaohongshu is called Red Knot. I'll share with you later. So Xiaohongshu is a little bit about TikTok, YouTube combination. So not necessarily you use it for business. Actually, for Xiaohongshu is you can use it as a user, because user use a lot of Xiaohongshu. Like for example, uh, you know, people in China, they come to Malaysia, they'll try to find out where is the good place to eat, where is the place to stay, right? So, but why they trust Xiaohongshu so much, but not other platforms, is because of Xiaohongshu. Xiaohongshu has a much higher trust factor. It's like you using Facebook plus Google review, right? Using Facebook plus Google review, a platform that you can trust, a platform that you can learn about things, and if you need to learn about, um, find out solutions to solve a certain problem, right? Like even e-invoicing alone, a lot of people is doing sharing in Xiaohongshu. No, great note, right? It's just that for now, Xiaohongshu is on the way going international. So the content creator in Xiaohongshu is more Chinese pro than international. But I'll share a little bit uh, with you guys on the latest trend. Yeah. So, yep, I see a lot of questions coming in, so I'll move on first. Now, how a technology company actually started Xiaohongshu? You see, Big Domain actually started an initiative whereby we train a lot of young digital talent. So during that time, we are working with the Penang state government, and after that, we grew nationally and we MDEC. Now, this digital talent is designed to solve the gap of talent, whereby to give them a more up-to-date skill to improve their hireability so that they can get better jobs, or even if let's say they don't get jobs, right, like during COVID, they can do freelancing as a content creator or involved in e-commerce to earn online. But we face one problem because there's no platform that we can reach out has the target audience that we want. The target audience is including student, right? So most of the time, student or university students. So we try to find out where are they. You see, a lot of people actually say that also, Facebook probably for the older people, younger people they actually using it. TikTok most of the day, Instagram, right? And of course, if a lot of Malaysian Chinese are using Xiaohongshu, yeah, the Xiaohongshu. So this one is what is the reason why we started in Xiaohongshu? So basically, Xiaohongshu allows us to access to the young Chinese target audience base, right? Young Chinese target audience base. But some of you are not Chinese. Don't worry, I will tell you where you need to start learning now. And do stay back until the end of this session because I'm going to share a QR code with you, resources that you can join one of my Udemy class, which I sold for a couple of hundred ringgit for free, totally free, right? So I'll share the QR code so that you can continue the learning and get more updated content later. Yeah. So now we started Xiaohongshu is because of very simple. We want to improve our recruitment to target more young talent, right? So we are after that because of we find that Xiaohongshu is so quality, we managed to mostly fill up our vacancies, our recruitment very short period. And subsequently, is we also get a direct access to Xiaohongshu HQ in Shanghai. And during the last year, we actually focus on growing our Xiaohongshu media business. So this is me. Me and my partner, we went to actually Shanghai, and we actually teaching a lot of entrepreneur, including from you see, right? I think some of our customers, some of our partners, right, that we are doing sharing. This is our class. We're also doing a paid class, but I'm not going to promote tonight because we already paused our class, right? But I'm going to, if let's say there is a requirement, I'm going to work with Carol to provide the training for you guys, FOC, yeah? Because currently we're not charging for our class. Just want to benefit the business community. And this class actually is a 2-day class where we are selling about 4,000 ringgit. Yeah, so that is the class that we offered last year. So that is the Xiaohongshu China that we actually go through. Now, when do we go to Xiaohongshu China? It's because of currently the Xiaohongshu class in Malaysia, right? They are for business owner. They are for very basic content creator. So what we did is we actually go to China to attend the senior marketer program. So those senior marketer program whereby it's very in-depth in content creating. You see, in order to be successful in Xiaohongshu, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be very easy because Xiaohongshu is one of the strictest platform in the market. It's more strict than Facebook, it's more strict than Instagram, it's more strict than TikTok and anything that you can think of. Like for example, those of you who use Xiaohongshu for business, right? You cannot PM. You cannot leave your phone number in Xiaohongshu. You cannot put sensitive content. Like for example, like you want to sell property, insurance, right? You're selling medical product. You want to promote medical product, right? Things that have medical content. All these are not allowed on Xiaohongshu. And Xiaohongshu, the reason why they want to keep the platform safe and everybody trust Xiaohongshu. And Xiaohongshu, because of this, right, they want to continue to protect their platform user. from all the potential scammer and potential wrong information or harm. So that's why they will want to be sensitive. So so far anyone got banned before, or basically, how Xiaohongshu punish the content creator, if let's say you violated one of their rules, basically they can do something like xian liu. You see, Xiaohongshu, a lot of business owners don't want to promote their business on Xiaohongshu because of Xiaohongshu will give you a lot of traffic. I give you for example, other platform like probably Facebook, you need to have high fan in order to have high engagement, like probably uh, several hundred thousand of uh, followers, then only you'll get a few thousand or maybe 10,000 of view on your post. Now, also is something very different. Even though you have only less than 100 follower or fans, you can get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, or even 50,000 of view if your content is good enough, engaging enough. All right, so that is Xiaohongshu. And Xiaohongshu is, as long as you prove your content to be great, Xiaohongshu will give you a lot of free traffic. This is the free traffic that driving a lot of small business, medium business user to go into Xiaohongshu to promote their brand. Without advertising, you can get a lot of free traffic. So what you need to do is continue to generate traffics. Yeah. Yeah, so these are some of the example we help many of our business owner, including Hotel Royal Signature, which is in around Jalan Aloh, right? We have Auto City, we have Malacca Nyonya Hotel, right? So basically, you can see these are without advertisement. All these without advertisement, you can get 50,000 or even 100,000 of view, thousands of likes, notes. These are might not be your follower. So how also is you become the follower. So they'll see your content first to know whether they like you or not. Right. So all these are value adds information shared as a content creator, and subsequently the user will become will like the resources and keep the the notes, we call it, right? Read notes. So all these in Facebook we call it posts, in Xiaohongshu we call it notes or 笔记 in Chinese. Yeah. Now these are the brands that we be representing, including like SK Jewelry, Malaysia, right? So all these blue tick, if you notice, blue tick is you will go through a rigorous verification process, right? Xiaohongshu will verify a translated version of all your SSM, verify you are in the allowed industry, then they allow you to be verified. And after they give you this means that you can advertise and you can request contact, exchange contact with the user. And this user can become your leads. If you do not have blue tick and you do not run advertisement, you are not allowed to request for PM. You are not allowed to request for contact number. You're not allowed to drive the target audience to other platform like your website or any other thing, or you share your QR code or your Facebook address. All these are not allowed. So you may get your account banned very, very fast. Oh, okay. So far, any questions? You can drop to me, then later I'll answer you. Right now, going into the next one. Okay. Going into the next one will be Xiaohongshu media advertising. So Xiaohongshu media advertising, right? You can actually advertise and get contact number. All these are, you see, Xiaohongshu, they have a small, very small sponsored words, means that all these are advertised traffic. So only you get your blue tick, only you start advertising for a few days, they'll whitelist and allow you to collect contact number. Otherwise, you're not allowed to collect any contact number from the user. You'll get suspended or banned, right? Suspended in the Xiaohongshu term is we call it xian liu, means that whatever you post, right, people will not see it, right? They will not push to user, or sometimes people cannot find your post, right? So lack of organic traffic. This is how Xiaohongshu punish the violation. And worst come to worst, you get your entire profile shut down from the from the Xiaohongshu, and very difficult to appeal. Very difficult to appeal. Right. So please take note about what can do on Xiaohongshu and what cannot do on Xiaohongshu. It will basically help you to plan ahead. Okay. These are some of the dashboard of Xiaohongshu advertising. In Chinese, we call it 聚光. In English, we call it spotlight. Spotlight is basically Xiaohongshu advertising. Xiaohongshu advertising is something like a Facebook manager. Yes, Malaysian business can advertise on Xiaohongshu already. Yeah. So you will see how much you spend. The only thing that you have to pay in renminbi, you have to pay directly to Xiaohongshu China. So that is the only set point. So it doesn't collect credit card like Facebook ads manager, where you can top up and manage yourself. So Xiaohongshu is a bit strict in that sense. Okay. But despite all the challenges, a lot of brand owner, especially targeting young target audience, they will love to invest in Xiaohongshu for their branding, as well as they get additional leads, because the leads comparably will get much more quality, much more responsive. I give you an example. On one of our free training classes that we advertise, normally training classes, right? 50 people register, maybe 20 people will actually um, join if you advertise in other platform. But but you can in Xiaohongshu, you'll find that 90% of them will actually engage and attend the event if they agree. So the quality of the target audience is very high, right? So that is the magic about Xiaohongshu. We have a question from Su Chan. Maybe you can type it in the webinar chat first, then I can come back to you later, because I worry otherwise later I move on already. I may forget about, you're trying to ask the questions. So you have a question, you can do a quick one at the chat area, then later I'll come back to you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So all the benefit of Xiaohongshu. Now I'll go back to the fundamental of getting to know Xiaohongshu. So far, do anyone find that I'm going a little bit fast, or anything that you don't understand? You can type it in the chat area. I don't see a lot of I'm not seeing a lot of question. Okay, I move on first. You guys keep the question coming. Oh, Sujan, what language to use? Later I'll cover this, Sujan. If let's say you're talking about what language to use, I will cover later, because I will tell you a little bit about the Xiaohongshu trend, then you'll know a little bit better. Okay. Now, what is actually Xiaohongshu? So before I actually start, right, why Malaysian business owner they want to try to use Xiaohongshu? Now, first of all, it's because of the trend. You see, now currently, China and the US is actually having this trade war thing is going on. And subsequently, a lot of brands they actually flooded to Malaysia. There is a lot more brand or manufacturer or brand owners, they are continue to come to Malaysia. So basically, when brand come to Malaysia, foreign brand, they have a much stronger currency than Malaysia. They tend to do a lot of advertising. So if you notice, Facebook advertising cost is going up. Many of the platform marketplace advertising cost is going up. So that is the sad truth about our online marketplace right now. I'm sure this is not alien to anyone. Taobao is our number one go-to platform. Last time when we wanted to find electronics, online, any cheap consumer stuff, right? We want to find anything comparable cheaper, right? We go to Taobao. Electronics, 3C, all these can be found in Taobao, right? But and and what had actually happened now? Many of the things they are coming to our shopping mall directly. Besides buying from TikTok, buying from Lazada and Shopee, walk to any of the shopping mall, you'll see almost everything, right? A big percentage of them are China brand. So a lot of China brand. We have Dreamy, right? We have Xiaomi, right? Even Luckin Coffee already came to Malaysia. So we have a lot of things that we actually don't have to go online and purchase. And a lot of them, they are paying expensive dollar in advertising because, as long as you have a budget to burn, you can advertise. So that is the easy thing about advertising. So Malaysian business owner, they are facing one issue. The issue that they're facing is, of course, you have to involve in price war. You have a reduced profit, and year on year, you are spending more on advertising. This is the data we gotten directly from Meta and Google. So Meta and Google actually reportedly, right, unknowingly, if you are spending about 100K last year, this year we're going to spend about 113K because Meta year on year is 13% increase. And next year you'll be spending a 126,000. Google is the same thing. If let's say you are spending about 100K last year, this year you'll be spending 106 and more next year, right? Depending how fierce the competition. TikTok already raised their commission last year, September, 5th of September, right? Almost double from 2.16% to 3.7%. I'm sure that I think Shopee recently they announced they're going to increase their rate, right? So with all this rate increase, how is business or brand owner or Malaysia producer is going to survive? We're also looking for another trend, right? Another trend. I think these 2 days news we also hear about TikTok is about Donald Trump found a buyer of TikTok, and earlier of this year for a very short period of time, this TikTok was banned, and they call US TikTok refugees, right? Actually flee to Chinese app Rednote. You can see uh, in the international market, we have Lemonade, we have TikTok, right? The US TikTok refugees actually swam to Rednote. If you ask me, I do not know why, right? So probably we'll examine some of these causes together. Why is Xiaohongshu people go to Xiaohongshu? Because you're talking about comparably, Lemonade is more matured in the international market, right? In the Malay and English market. Why um, uh, Lemonade has only a slight increase, and TikTok refugees all go to uh, Xiaohongshu. Now, to answer you, why is there is a lot more non-Chinese content creator right now. Even Xiaohongshu themselves changed the logo, the English version, international version of Xiaohongshu to Red Note, and they also have an English menu. Now is they're waiting for more and more uh, these are content creator to come in to create content in English. Okay, you see, content in English, right, is very popular in Red Note. Look at all this, right? These are English content, non-translated content, all in English. They probably have a Chinese subtitle or translated subtitle or a translated subject heading only. But you can see, right? You have 30,000 of light, 31,000 of light, 59,000 of light. So you see a lot of content in non-Chinese is very much welcome or popular in Xiaohongshu, right? So these are the trend, right? So if you are a content creator or you're a business owner, you can start uh, at the early of this phenomena, you can start playing Xiaohongshu already, right? You can take advantage because otherwise, when it becomes the too mature platform like TikTok, it's much more difficult for you to compete, and much more probably you have to spend more advertising dollar to boost your post, right? So now Carol has actually mentioned Xiaohongshu or Rednote, they are not e-commerce platform, right? In China, they are e-commerce. They are lifestyle e-commerce platform. So they are like your TikTok plus, TikTok you can do your lifestyle, social media plus you can shop. In Xiaohongshu Malaysia, they don't have an e-commerce feature right now, right? So that's why you can't sell your stuff online. So how Malaysian can actually take advantage of Xiaohongshu to promote their brand? So basically, it's a long-term brand strategy, right? So the five major social media, of course, today we're talking about the big five. The big five is basically Xiaohongshu lah. So a quick one. Now, trend setting platform. What is trend setting platform? Xiaohongshu has one very interesting word. In Mandarin, we call it 种草神器, right? 种草神器. So what when you're talking about 种草神器 means that people, the brand owner or business owner are using Xiaohongshu like a tool to set the trend for people to follow. Like for example, you you know some of the video that you've seen, they are their special way of cooking a certain Korean noodle. So after that, people look at you posting about sharing about a special way of cooking a certain noodle. Many of people they tend to follow, right? So Xiaohongshu is very famous in setting up the trend. So basically, in a way that you want the user to remember about your brand. Like people think about uh, the Chinese traditional a brand shop, they'll think about Yuan Sang. If let's say people want to buy a hammer or tools, they'll think about Mr. DIY. So this is about grass planting. So you basically go into the heart of individual user. So user go to the platform, content creator basically to share their experience. They'll promote the product that they like. They will basically share their vlog, right? The video log, so that people want to understand about a particular person, a particular entrepreneur's life, right? So this is some of the content people love. Like for example, you are a insurance agent in Xiaohongshu, you can't basically promote insurance, but you can share your life as an insurance agent, your day-to-day life. You take a camera to shot all your day-to-day life and share it online. You will see that a lot of people, they'll start pay attention to what you share, and after that they'll find out what services do you do, and they'll contact you. So it's a soft selling platform. You use Xiaohongshu basically to share things that you think engage to your audience, and subsequently they will ask more, they will do more, right? Then they will engage with you. So this is what Xiaohongshu about. So let's talk about the Xiaohongshu user base in Malaysia. So Xiaohongshu user base in Malaysia are basically 18 to 50 years old. I use Xiaohongshu to look young, right? So this is a basically what I do, but I do get a lot of handy information. So university students, young workers, young parents, right? Fresh workers. So if let's say you want to use Xiaohongshu as a hiring, you can actually create a very good brand in Xiaohongshu. You'll capture a lot of our team member actually get to know our company, and become our content creator through Xiaohongshu. So that is the powerful of it, right? So content consumer and creator coexist. So if you want to start Xiaohongshu, don't think about going in as a business owner. You try to take advantage of it, right? Search of the stuff that you need, get educated, right? Enjoy the benefit that brought by Xiaohongshu. Right? So that is the try it out first before you start promoting business. Yeah, Xiaohongshu is never a platform for hard selling. Yeah, so if let's say you are doing something like buy one free one, it will never work, and you may get banned, right? So that because commercial activities is not allowed unless you are given permission to. Yeah. So product recommendation, product review, humorous content, right? So these are something that very popular in Xiaohongshu. Now let's do a quick exercise. Let's do a quick exercise. Um, can you guys go to the chat area and tell me, right? You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, you have a husband, right? Or if let's say you don't have all this, right? You're single, you are you have parents. So how much time you actually spend in talking to your parent or your other half, right? You can go to the chat, right? I got Ifaya actually asked me, right, is it good for small business? It's very suitable to small business. So during our class, right, we have a lot of micro business and small business. They actually because of Xiaohongshu is a platform where you don't have to put advertising dollar, but you can get a lot of brand recognition, right? So later I will tell you how and I teach you how, right? How much time you guys spend with talking to your loved one on the phone? It can be face to face, it can be off the phone, but daily, how much time do you talk to your loved one? How much time in total? How much time in total per day? Right? Do you talk half an hour? Do you talk more than 1 hour? Right? 2 hours. 2 hours really. Impressive, yeah? Every day 2 hours. Okay. Now, looking at the user psychology, WhatsApp doesn't count. WhatsApp doesn't count. Okay, face to face talking. So basically, surprisingly, without a Malaysian office or a Malaysian marketing, Xiaohongshu in Malaysia is the second largest after China. Yeah. So Malaysia market is second largest, is 2.5 million, closing to 3 million right now. Singapore is the third largest market, 740,000. But of course, a lot of people they're using Xiaohongshu because Xiaohongshu can access a lot of Asian Chinese market, right? And average daily online time per user is more than 70 minutes. So that is the fun fact about Xiaohongshu. People actually paying a lot of attention. But of course, looking at the TikTok statistics, right? TikTok statistics also show that is huge. I think today I heard about a couple of hours per day, right? So Xiaohongshu China, I'm going to skip this. I'm going to move to Xiaohongshu user analysis in Malaysia. Okay, Xiaohongshu user statistic in Malaysia, we have about 2.5 to 3 million. Our core user is still Chinese, right? And it basically covers about 23% of the national population, right? Uh, um, so basically, it's a Malaysian and overseas Chinese currently in particular Malaysia. So the age group are basically a majority of the age group is actually the biggest one is 18 to 25 years old. Now you know if let's say your product is targeting a young consumer group, this is why. And 26 to the second major group is 26 to 30 years old. So these people is the fundamental of all the brand trend setting. So that's why a lot of brand they want to focus this group. First of all, this group growing very fast. They very difficult to target, right? You go to Facebook ads, you may not see them because many of these users don't use Facebook. So if let's say you want to do an example, right? You do an example, you can ask people for so far I'm doing survey lah, right? Most of my friends, if they are a Facebook user, they don't use Xiaohongshu that much. But if let's say they are Xiaohongshu user, they don't use Facebook. So far, this really happens. So you can do your research, right? So 70% are female, right? Less than 30% are male. So again, you can see this kind of um, geographical uh, survey. So young adult survey. So basically 80%, 83% of users they actually buy something because of Xiaohongshu recommend. So it's actually a purchase decision driver and a decision aid, right? 91% actually use Xiaohongshu review to help them to buy something. So 84% view Xiaohongshu as the main info pre-online shop. So Xiaohongshu, although they don't directly sell you the stuff, but many of the user, huge percentage, all of these are 83%, 91.5%, and 84%, they view Xiaohongshu as their number one go-to spot to find out something before they purchase. Right? So this is important. Why brand owners they want to invest in Xiaohongshu, especially in those travel and tours, retail, food and beverages. So these are the top consumer electronics, of course. These are the top uh, place where all these users they actually do go to Xiaohongshu to find out, do the research before make they buy something. And of course, content resonance. So basically, Xiaohongshu content can engage or impact the user very closely, right? So these are the some of the main reason. Okay, so the core trend today I'll spend a little bit more time because Carol asked me to speak slowly. If you guys okay, right? So now the core trend, right, for Xiaohongshu is to uh, something that required extensive research, right? So they see that they buy, right, and luxury review. So these are some of the core trends in Xiaohongshu. But also I'll talk a little bit about the Xiaohongshu KOS ecosystem. So KOS is basically their pro guides or pro expert on something that they are associated with a certain brand that they can actually sell online. So consumer behavior into 2025, right? So personal satisfaction first, niche interest, so affordable quality living. So this is something. So if let's say you want to promote quality livings, right, or practical luxury, this is something that Xiaohongshu is in the trend right now. Fitness, skincare, mental health, heritage, local craft, product interest, or even tech fitness, auto gaming. So these are the content consumption trend in Xiaohongshu. So a lot of traffic will basically happens in Xiaohongshu. Yeah. Okay. Xiaohongshu is also considered as the modern encyclopedia. I tell you why. You're talking about this Penang food alone. There is about 130,000 of notes sharing content alone. So you can basically buy Penang Char Kway Teow, you have hundreds or thousands of information in Xiaohongshu, right? So there's a saying, right? Last time Facebook, now Xiaohongshu. So a lot of people they actually find content based in Xiaohongshu right now. So KL is about 160,000, right? So we have TRX also about 80,000. I'm not able to translate most of the slides, but I'll do the verbal translation right now. So like we're talking about Malaysia interior design, this is 40,000. Malaysia renovation, this is about 90,000. Malaysia fashion is about 280,000. Malaysia handphone is about 100,000, right? So these are the some of these information that already this is only Malaysian content. So you'll notice that basically Xiaohongshu is very closely related to SEO. SEO is also known as content marketing, right? So a lot of information, content consumers is basically inside Xiaohongshu right now. So what you needed to do is create valuable content that resonates to your user, and your user will engage, become your fan, and they will actually influence other people to come to you, right? So the suitable industry in Xiaohongshu is basically beauty, skincare, mom and baby, education, training. We get a lot of education and training customers, right? Sport and fitness, home and living, automotive, jewelry, and 3C. So these are the business that very suitable in Xiaohongshu. And you can start from 100 fan. You can see that this 91,000, 24,000, 67,000, 15.9 thousand, right? These are all views. So Xiaohongshu will give you a lot of organic view if you are a content creator and showing good quality content. In a way, when all these, right? All these are content without advertisement, with a good cover page, good title, good content, good video cutting techniques. You'll get thousands. These are like these are likes these are not view view data only can see by the okay, we have the view. So if the view, you see we have 1,300 like, we have 51,000 view. So correspondingly, if you see other people, they have 1,000 like or few hundred like above, so they probably have 30,000, 50,000, or even 100,000 of content view. So if this content view in Chinese we call 小眼睛 or little eye, is actually, is you are a content creator only you can see it. Otherwise, you won't be able to see this. But this is our customer, the account that we manage. So that's why we're able to show you directly 51,000, 28,000, 17,000, right? So these are the content. Without advertising, you continue to see all this content to have, you know, high engagement, high volume to come in. Okay, so we have Boss Bowling example, right? We have Lalaport information, Auto City. So all these content are created by us, and our customers actually use this to engage with more customer, more to create more fans. And after that, if you have good view, good fans, and if you advertise, you can get a lot of PM at the back, right? You get a lot of PM at the back. So some of these, they already advertised already, so you can ask, you can request contact. If let's say you do not ask, you cannot promote contact. You cannot promote and share your information. You cannot share your product pricing, right? Again, playing by the rules is very important in Xiaohongshu. There are, okay, Carol just arrived at car park to get the power. Okay, take your time, Carol. Don't worry. So basically, also play by the rules, very important. So if you advertise, you can get commercial activities. If you don't advertise and get blue tick, you cannot do commercial activities. But you can do sharing, get famous, your friend love you, they will find out about you through other platform. Yeah. Now, getting blue tick and and start advertising yourself also. It's not difficult, right? It's not difficult. We have a simple process, right? My team also have a simple handbook prepared. If you guys know, you can get in touch with me. Now, there are certain rule of thumb in Xiaohongshu advertising, because not all industry they're welcome. I give you for example, traveling industry. Traveling industry is a prohibited industry that you cannot advertise until last year 2024 July. Only 2024 July they allowed foreign company, means that if you say you're outside China, to start advertising in Xiaohongshu. So there's still a lot of strict rules, particularly in property, this medication, dentals, beauty, right? All these are industry. You can't get blue ticks. You cannot pay for advertising. So what you can do is you can do branding, but not getting leads on Xiaohongshu. We have one customer, they are doing bird nest. So bird nest can allow to advertise on Xiaohongshu, but it's very strict. Xiaohongshu will need to look at your certification. Your certification, for example, do you have a Ministry of Health certification? So they will require a lot of this. Xiaohongshu is very, very strict. Yeah, very, very strict. So Xiaohongshu basically is the transform about our media, right? The transformation of our media from last time in we're doing hard sell, right? During the 1.0 to during 2.0, basically we are doing integration. Means that we are mixing ideas in the hard selling. So we're trying to start to do the early stage of influencing. After that, we go to social media. So social media, we get a lot of viral topics, viral sharing, engagement, reviews, right? It's on our 3.0. But of course, right now in Xiaohongshu, basically focus on UGC, user generated content. So the brand basically focus from very niche to the masses, right? So content creation in the form of content marketing. So what you need to do is you need to learn how to effectively create content. Not, I know that there is a lot of class they're trying to teach you of content creation, but trust me, as a business owner and a trainer, or even as a marketing practitioner, it's not easy to create for a long sustainable period. You have to have a team, you have to have a DNA to capture footage every single moment and pass to your marketing. You have somebody dedicated to plan and use your footage to turn it into content, right? You need a SOP, you need a framework, right? Otherwise, it's very difficult for one solo single business owner to create content. Yeah. Of course, feel free to share. I want to make this interactive session, right? Now, framework, Xiao framework is called KFS. KFS. So KFS basically is KOL, or in Malaysia, KOC, right? KOC, key opinion leaders and key opinion consumer, KOL and KOC. Now, after that is feeds. After that is search. Now, this is the key formula to lower down advertising costs and to reach more people. So, every Xiaohongshu or every brand owners, right? Basically, they have to go through these three particular segment as an optimized campaign. Meaning, after you created your Xiaohongshu page, right? One of the main key thing is you have to create content so that it show up on your feed, right? So you have to create valuable content. You show up on your feed and other people's feed. So as long as your content, you have two ways to get pushed to your target user. First is quality content. The other one is if you are able to do blue tick, you are able to advertise, you can get it pushed to users' feed. Second thing, you have to do search. Xiaohongshu search engine is one of the strongest after Google. So basically, you need to learn keywords. What kind of keywords that you users search? We have a statistic tool that we can use to learn the user's behavior. So we have to impose it in our cover page. We have to impose it in our title. We have to impose it in our content so that when users search about this keyword, it will actually show our post. And the third one, very important, is the use of KOL or KOC. So in Xiao, every month we are supplying 20 to 30 people to our brand advertiser to promote their brand. So these KOL or KOC, they are basically content creators that help promote your brand, and they will drive traffic. First of all, brand exposure to your brand, as well as they'll get engagement to your Xiaohongshu page, right? So these three have to use together in every strategy. Otherwise, you either get very costly. Like if let's say feed two-way, you're doing content, you're doing advertising, right? So it will be very costly if you only use to pay and pay for advertising only. So this is the stool screen. Some of you may already familiar with Xiaohongshu, right? Xiaohongshu on the left is feed, This is a TikTok style whereby you can scroll, right? You can scroll, uh, section by section. You can see something that you like. You can use the explore or follow or nearby function. There's three ways you can do. Otherwise, you can just click on the magnifier. You will go into the search screen. The search screen basically is keywords. Like for example, where to eat, Penang, KL, right? You'll get a combination of this thing. You'll get a lot of relevant content. Xiaohongshu search engine is very powerful, right? Combined with your user behavior, it can analyze your content, uh, your content relevancy, and they'll push content to you, right? So this is the powerful of Xiaohongshu. 80% of Xiaohongshu user will use the search feature. So they'll use Xiaohongshu to search something. And one in every three Xiaohongshu user, the moment they open Xiaohongshu, they go to the search bar first. They search something instead of browsing unnecessary, right? You see how powerful Xiaohongshu is. You can basically find anything through the search. Very powerful. I think there's no other social media that if really you ask yourself, right, there's not many other social media that you really go in and search something unless it is Google, right? So did I manage to translate this? Okay, I'm not able to translate this. I just briefly verbal translate. So basically, Xiaohongshu is a platform that very focused on trust and the truth of the information. So make sure that this tool is your baseline on creating content in Xiaohongshu. As a user, I tend to trust Xiaohongshu more than any other platform, right? And basically, of course, I cannot. There's no platform that they can guarantee that there's no scammer, but because Xiaohongshu control their commercial activities so strict, the scammer will find it very difficult to create content in Xiaohongshu compared to some of our other platforms that you know who. Every day you can see advertisement on scamming or very fishy content, right? So that is the problem of other some of the other platform. Okay. Now, okay, welcome back, Carol. So Xiaohongshu has also something we call it 限流 and 敏感词. 限流 is limited organic traffic. Still remember one of the thing that we like to create content in Xiaohongshu is because of we want our content to reach our target audience organically. So if you don't play by the rules, Xiaohongshu will give you 限流, means that you will have limited organic traffic for a longest period of time. So whatever content that you'll find that suddenly all your content have very limited view, right? So this is what happened. And Xiaohongshu has a list of limited a list of words that you should not use. I'll share with you guys, right? If you're using all these keywords, like automatically you'll get blocked from Xiaohongshu. You'll not get your content will not get promoted, right? So sensitive or prohibited keywords. And of course, you cannot do like for example, hiring. Our company is hiring what. This is totally not allowed on Xiaohongshu. Totally not allowed. Okay, you have to use a soft way to do it rather than a hard way to do it. Okay, I'm going to move on. Now, Xiaohongshu user basically they are doing a lot of proactive searching. They read a lot of comment. They track a lot of trend and they do product discovery, right? So product discovery basically they will automatically fall in love on the things that you share or the things of you like. Other people's recommend, right? So they tend to follow other users' recommendation. This is the user psychological behavior of Xiaohongshu, right? And a lot of users after they buy something, they do something they like or they don't like, they love to share on Xiaohongshu, right? So these are some of the things. Um, for example, this is an example of users sharing their experience and insight in Xiaohongshu, or after they seeing some blogger sharing or unboxing a snack, they will actively click on it to watch and leave a comment to express whether they love it or not, right? So Xiaohongshu users are very engaging, right? So this is one of the one of the thing. Now, many users like to search keyword, like Xiaohongshu is a SEO thing, is a keyword thing. So, for example, user search cosmetic recommendation Malaysia. They will see what people will recommend in Malaysia. You'll see a lot of user like use a lot of content that basically they share a lot of something we call dry stuff, or in Chinese we call 干货. Means that you see in TikTok, you will you will see a lot of video. There's totally no picture or something heavy to read. In Facebook, if you share some your catalog, basically nobody will read about it. But in Xiaohongshu, if let's say you share a guide or you share a book without videos, right, people will actually pay attention and the views will basically be very high, right? So this is Xiaohongshu. Interesting. The post night, we have a lot of post 90s and those born after those millennials, right? Their generation is very enthusiastic and they like to read comment from other. So they're viewing a blogger post sharing their daily life in the college, running a store. They will comment and interact with a lot of netizens. So basically, paying attention on comments. That is the natural stuff of the Xiaohongshu. So basically, if after you post something, I give you a tricks, give you a tricks. After you post your post, right, get your team member to try to do some engagement on your post. Then you'll get the post snowball, right? People after they see that there are people commenting, there are more and more people start commenting, right? Do something engaging in the comment, right? Encourage engagement. So users are very sensitive to trend and willing to spend time, money, and energy on doing something like a new recipe of eating, right? So this after people read this, so basically it become viral, and after you invented a new way of doing something or eat something, other people will tend to follow. This is Xiaohongshu. So if let's say you have a drink water, right? This water, you have a new way of making this water more delicious, more tasty. They can share, and as long as it's unique, people like it, and you become viral, right? So this is Xiaohongshu. Again. So Xiaohongshu user easily interested by product recommended by others, and they will get influence purchase decision. This is another thing we call 种草, right? 种草, grass planting or trend setting. If there is a lot of user doing something and recommend something, other people will follow, right? So that's why we need a lot of brand exposure in Xiaohongshu because of the K. Still remember the KFS, the KOL, the KOC. So if let's say you can hire enough people to recommend your store, your product, right? People will follow. You'll get some engagement. But make sure your product is good, because otherwise, the genuine user will basically post bad thing on Xiaohongshu. That will give you a negative marketing effect. Okay. So there are basically four types of traffic in Xiaohongshu. Recommended traffic, if let's say you have a good content, your content is valuable to user. How Xiaohongshu algorithm is, they will give you something we call 流量池 or traffic pool. So they'll give you 1,000 user. They'll give you 1,000 user, the algorithm. Then out of 1,000 user, how many of them love your comment, they'll read your comment, they'll stay on your content. So if the high percentage of people like your content, they give you 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 additional. So a huge percentage will reach your content. So if let's say they give you the first 1,000 people, this first 1,000 people, they don't like your content, means that your content, the algorithm will decide, say that your post is not interesting, you'll not get additional traffic, right? So this is the recommended traffic. The search traffic is something relevant to the user search. Like for example, I type KL massage, KL beauty, KL char right? KL Hokkien Mee. So basically, the search traffic will basically recommend the hot, the popular, a combination of both, right? traffic to the particular post. So search traffic, live stream traffic. So if let's say you hit a certain offense, you can apply a live streaming. But live streaming is not very popular in Malaysia. We have one or two of our client, they actually live stream, and the live stream traffic basically they get very high, but again you can't sell things, so not very popular compared to other platform like TikTok. Of course, after that, if you are lucky, you are in the allowed industry, you can basically pay for traffic, right? Pay for traffic. There's two ways of pay for traffic. One way is called fries, which is 薯条, right? This fry is basically for non-business owner. When it's like your Facebook page, right? When you have a popular post, you see the post starting to get traffic already, right? Then you can basically boost it. But of course, but the 薯条 you cannot get contact. It's non-commercial. You only can pay to get more audience. It's a simple page boost. The other paid traffic is you can get your blue tick certified, send all your SSM, convert it to the company verified account, and after that you can start creating ads campaign. So after you create the ads campaign, right? So you will get access to the CRM, you'll get a this ads manager for Xiaohongshu. Then you can see all the contact, you can see all the people attempting to message you or they leave comment, and you can even set an auto reply, share your business card with contact detail inside. So all this can be done in Xiaohongshu. A quick glance, 0 to 100 is restricted. So if let's say you don't play by the rule, you see all your posts get 0 to 100. Don't be surprised. Sometimes is you already violated the rules previously, you don't get organic traffic, or sometimes your post is simply not interesting, right? So these are some of the we call it user traffic pool. So you get 3,000 to 5,000, basically not bad. A lot of our content creator, they get the usual range is about 10,000 to 100,000, 10,000 to 100,000. This is an average non-restricted account with interesting content, right? Interesting content. So content creating in Xiaohongshu, right? Content creation Xiaohongshu is actually a 2D class. So I'm not going to share a lot here, right? But today is the fundamental about business owner, how you can take advantage. Now the Xiaohongshu traffic is organic post, platform system, and keyword push to the user. So SEO is very important. So that's why big domain, love Xiaohongshu that much because our team is SEO capable, right? So we have SEO. So basically, Xiaohongshu is that you have to really like the keywords. Okay. So keywords is how to link the audience to you. So basically, if you want to be specific, right, you can actually do a long tail keyword. A more specific keywords means that luxury car repair in Klang. You can do very specific or very niche rather than just Klang car repair, right? But of course, once you hit the right keywords, right, it will give you a long, consistent traffic. It's like it's like Google SEM and SEO. SEM, search engine marketing, right? Google ads, pay per click. If you stop paying for your ads, your traffic stop. But if let's say you have done good content and good SEO, traffic will keep coming to you because you are a top ranking in Google search, or even we already go into AI search already, right? AI search, whereby AI will learn about your brand and tell people whether you are good or not before they recommend to you. Last time you want to do something, you ask Carol, hey Carol, can you recommend a payment gateway? Now you ask ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or Gemini, what is a good payment gateway in Malaysia? AI have all the data, right? So you get good SEO, and then after that, AI pay attention to you. So this is what actually happening. Okay, so you can get the Xiaohongshu through live streaming. I'm not going to say a lot on here. Well, live streaming is not really popular, but live streaming is very much. So this is the traffic. through paid content. This is an example of how we do it with one of the customer in Langkawi. So after they post, right, they can put price on this post, and after that they can PM the user, or user they can get PM. Otherwise, this is totally not allowed. So potato chip store promotion or even spotlight. Store promotion is not available in Malaysia. Store promotion referring to e-commerce. Yes, Xiaohongshu do have e-commerce. They are a marketplace, but not available in Malaysia. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one, you need to take a screenshot. This one, you need to take a screenshot. It's very important. I believe that Carol later will also share this on YouTube, right? So usually I don't allow the content to be shared one, but special for Carol is okay. Plagiarism. Remember, you copy other people's content into your post, you get banned, you don't get traffic. High risk content, things to do with financial investment planning, all these are not allowed, right? Prohibited words, later I will share with you guys what is the words not allowed in Xiaohongshu. You should not use it in your content or anywhere in your content or anywhere in your video. You should not post your Xiaohongshu link to other platforms, like for example, virally share your links to uh, some other forum and ask people to like, or you reward them, right? You should not private message to other user or and direct them to other platform. Like for example, please go to IG to find me. You'll get banned if they found out or other people report you, right? Your competitor may report you. Okay, you should not get too extreme comment or extreme message. Like for example, this is the stupidest brand I ever see. Okay, Xiaohongshu they not like this kind of comment. Or this is the number one Hokkien Mee that I've tried. So Xiaohongshu also don't like it. For some reason, they are very like SEO. Before you do something, right, Xiaohongshu will ask you, do you have the authority? Do you have the why should the user trust you when you're saying too much? So basically, your comment, your title should not put too overwhelming comment, right? Try to be neutral a bit, right? Or put in the trick about getting a popular Xiaohongshu content or notes, right? Is be real to yourself. Try to do a real content. Don't add in too much uh, flavor, like put too much this Ajinomoto inside, so they don't like it. Don't ask people to like my post, right? Now, I may take some time to explain every single one, but for today, I'll just explain one, right? If you go to WhatsApp, you share your Xiaohongshu page, okay? Please like my Xiaohongshu page. You see, there's a lot of people, they are sharing, they're exchanging their Xiaohongshu page. In SEO website, last time they call it link exchange. In Xiaohongshu, they call it like exchange. So this is very common in other platforms. Facebook, hey, please like my Facebook, right? A lot of people, they actually do it. But there's one problem. Xiaohongshu pay attention to the algorithm. Now, let's say you posted in MDEC group. So MDEC group got 20,000 users. Because of Carol post or somebody post, okay, other people give face, right? 5,000 people will basically like your Facebook, like your Xiaohongshu page. Okay, after people like, you immediately get 5,000 fans. Fine, you get this 5,000 fans. They will not ban you. The problem comes after. These people, because of you ask them to like your content, they will like by giving you faith. So they are not organic fans created by you. So they basically might not like the content you created. The problem comes when the next content that you post on Xiaohongshu do not engage with these 5,000 users. Basically, they are forced to like you. So your content do not like them. So the algorithm every time will treat that, oh, your friends don't like your content. Even your friends don't like your content, I will not promote to new people. Make sense? So Xiaohongshu algorithm is very rigid into this. If your own fan don't like your content, it will not promote. If the algorithm will actually stop other organic push to other new user. right? So this is only one of them. We got 7 of them. Uh, I may not be able to explain it all tonight. It's a long explanation. So we'll move on first. Okay, do not copy. Okay, Xiaohongshu just come out new rules. They have 180 days. You, as per July, during 180 days, you should not repeat your content. Otherwise, your account will get banned on organic traffic, or you may get banned entirely. Right? They actually been announced already. Mutual following. Uh, don't put exaggerate headline or misleading or false claim or leads to negative or deceptive guidance, right? This is the best noodle company is number one in the world. Only stupid boss will do this. No, all these are not encouraged. All these are not encouraged. Okay, so topics like recruitment, medical advice, beauty, investment are not allowed. Please pay attention. Carol, exactly. In Chinese, we call it 欠打. Those content creator, if you're a content user, right, it's fine one, But if you are content creator, you need to pay a lot of attention. A lot of we actually have a checker to check all the content before we post. Otherwise, seriously, you'll get this message. This 3 line message with a date is not something you like to do. Like for example, your account is in violation. Uh, your account already being reset, right? When and when. So you'll get all this. You see, one of the thing in Chinese we call 秋后算账 is in 3 years ago when we started our Facebook, our Xiaohongshu page, right? So we actually had this vacancy post. We can't even remember. We can't even remember this vacancy page. Like for example, hey, well, our team is hiring. So the things move on for after 2 years, right? When our page getting more fans, a lot more content, when we start to rely on the page more for our organic activities, we get a warning after 2 years. This post that you posted 2 years, right, is in violation. Now your account is being suspended. Jialat, I tell you. So, Xiaohongshu, if you are doing something illegal in Xiaohongshu, you not yet get caught, please trust me, they will catch you someday, right? And if your account now have 100 fans, they don't catch you. You have 10,000 fans, and your account have 10,000, 20,000 of content income. They will start catching you, and you will lost access to your account. Jialat, I can tell you, right? Carol, you're lucky. You don't have to pay attention on content creator on Xiaohongshu. Now, these are the Chinese word on the prohibited or banned a sensitive word, right? This one, I think I'll later with Carol how to share this screen to you. But I translated a small number of it to the English one. Those top limit claims are not allowed, like national level, Malaysia best, Malaysia number one, or world class. No, you have no authority to claim it, right? So I also don't want. Claim for free, zero cost, limited time only, misleading and fraudulent promotions are also not allowed. Attracting wealth, improving luck. Some people sell something like, wow, very nice feng shui. After you do something, you become, ladies will like you or something. No, Xiao don't like. Uh, First to launch official certificates, national exclusive. No, we are the exclusive. Ting. We have the exclusive brand seller about this. No, also not allowed. Related to financial and investment promises. No, not allowed. Okay, this is another band sensitive word. You can screenshot this, right? And I have a small number of translated version. Samsung sentiment category. Again, top misleading. Hey, this is about the same thing. Okay, so I think I overshoot about 20 minutes. So I'm almost wrapped up already. Now, I actually I see a lot of Xiaohongshu training in the market right now, and Xiaohongshu going international. There's not much Xiaohongshu English speaker out there, so I actually created a Udemy class, right, for people who learn it. I basically selling between 49.90 to 39.90. But I created a free Udemy code where you can register totally free tonight and you can have free for life access. So whenever I have new content, you know how Udemy work is the moment you pay for a course, either it's free or paid, right? You can get the content access for life. So basically you can scan this code and redeem the free class, right? I'll add more content on a monthly basis, right? And you can ask the tutor, which is me, if let's say you need any special support, any question on Xiaohongshu, yet I will share in the Udemy blasting system to announce, right? So what I wanted to ask from you guys is a 5-star review, a 5-star review after this, so it's totally free. If somehow they get you to pay, please don't pay, right? I'm not doing any charge, any paid advertising here. Now, some of you have access to school, some of you have access to school, university. We also have this apprentice program. The reason why we stopped doing training to this year, or particularly on content creation, right? Due to only one single fact. Business owner has no time to do content creation. Xiao actually recommend one content a day. How the heck you have the time to create one content a day? Especially you have a mixture of so many rules, right? So many stuff. So the how we are going to help the business is by creating an apprentice program where we bring the content creation program to the university and college, where these students, they can, after that they learn, they become a KOL and KOC, and they work for you to create content for you, right? This apprentice program is free for the university student to learn content creation in video production, content creation, brand promotion, digital marketing. So after that, they will create content for you. Trust me, these young people, I'm sure that a lot of young audience here tonight also, these young people, they love to create content. They love to eat. Some of them, they go to like Hyatt Centric. Bukit Bintang is our customer. So every month we are sending like 20, 30, 40 KOC to them to create content, right? And these people may get paid or they may get paid, but they are happy. But most important here is, you know, it's not like KOL. KOL, they have like 10,000 or 20,000, or in Instagram term, they have a million fans. They may charge you like 5,000 a campaign, 10,000 a campaign. KOC, they are probably start with 1,000 fans in Xiaohongshu term. 1,000 fans in Instagram, basically nothing, people don't want. But in Xiaohongshu, starting from 1,000 fans is very popular. And like, for example, people will use their account to promote content for you, right? So these are interesting. So like SK, yeah, this is our shooting in SK Mid Valley. So interestingly, apprentice program is one of our services to help the entrepreneur to create content. First of all, right, to leverage on the Xiaohongshu recommended framework, the KFS, the KOL, the feed, and the search framework. Okay. So how they do it is basically the apprentice program is about the work life. It's part of our gig program now, which why I come to Bangi today, right, to meet with our Deputy Prime Minister to talk about the gig program today. So it's 40 to 100 hours of work monthly, and they get paid up to 1,500 as a freelancer content creator. Right, this is actually open to anyone, but at the moment we focus on university student first, but anyone can learn, right? Particularly if, like me also doing a lot of freelance content creation, but I'm a very bad example because I have a very good team. Some of them actually joined the class tonight, so they are very good content creator, right? So I'm actually a, um, a good SEO guy in a way lah. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm done for now. Thank you guys. So this is my contact, my LinkedIn. Feel free to get in touch with me, right? So I'm go through. Carol, I'm done. I'm going through some of the question. Right? Anyone have a question? Feel free to ask. Thank you, guys.
You have to put your content in English soon. I can only see 谢谢大家. Well done. There was a question that you missed. Su Chan is asking, when they start their Xiaohongshu account, should it be a brand name or should it be a personal name?
Thanks, Sultan, for asking all the very relevant and interesting questions. Um, I'm sharing with you based on a transparent business owner account settings, right? So basically, is Xiaohongshu has a restriction about one phone number, one account,
Oh,
right? One phone number, one account. So if your phone number get restricted, you get banned, right? You have to change your phone number, so it's very mafan. So, but when you start, right, it's always good to start with your personal name. Like for example, right, this is actually one of our detail class. I use Carol as an example. Now, when Carol, I know she was with eBay, right? So if Carol with eBay, right, I will say Carol eBay expert. This is your name. So one of the way to do your identity is you have to tell people what do you do in your name. You don't put Carol phone, right? You have to link your primary word. Carol, the eBay master trainer. Then after that, you say, I have 20 years in e-commerce. I have sell every month more than 1 million on eBay. I have trained more than 1,000 people selling 1 million in eBay. Something like that, your achievement. But the moment you put, please call me for my service, you get banned already. Please don't divert traffic, don't over promote yourself, don't commercial. But you can link your identity associate. So the correct way is unless you decided to put to advertise, then you will register, either use your main account, convert it to company name. Your company name is also come with very strict rule and very related to your SSM. Then only you change to your company logo and you get the one sent to Xiaohongshu for blue tick application. They will verify your SSM, your industry, everything they approve, they give you a tick. So that will be a company account. But most of the user, if you are not ready to go on that route, you register something like, what your name, what do you do? That is, on naming alone, there is 5 different ways of doing naming. You can use what you do. You can identify your personality. Right, Grumpy Carol. Right? You see, why we do that? Grumpy Carol. Because you want is grumpy some how people recognize you. You want to paint the memory points of how people want to want to want to want to remember you. Right? So this is a way you can put. So start with your personal name, not company name, but you associate with them with what you do. Because anyway, you can't do hard selling. So putting company name will not benefit you. You have to build your personal IP. Yeah. Okay. I hope
can
I answered
change
your question,
after that,
Susan.
Henry.
Yeah.
Henry, the name can be changed later, can the name
Can be
somehow,
changed.
kan?
Can be changed.
Cool.
Can be changed.
Okay.
Every 30 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, good. So everybody, I know it's late. Henry has taken a lot of time to explain all the do's and don'ts because we rarely kita jarang buat sesi Xiaohongshu Red Note. There's a lot to learn. Kita ada banyak nak belajar. Our next session is on 7th of July. Let me share you my screen so that you all can see the poster. I don't think I can post any poster here. Hold on. Oh, cannot.
Can
Can.
I book it to you?
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
you
I'm, I'm already posting. You
okay.
don't stop recording first. I'm still there. Let me open up my this one. Save. Let me share my screen. Where my screen sharing? Eh, where's the screen sharing here? Oh, there. Alamak. Long time never use Zoom. Ay, always use Teams. Okay. So our next session is on the 7th of July. Now, this coach is very, very good in teaching people how to penetrate into the Malay market, especially kalau you ada barang beauty, barang pemakanan, or barang-barang your lifestyle, and you want to go into Malay market. So there's a lot of do's and don'ts that I personally learned from her in a short span of 30 minutes that she shared last week in a workshop. So I invited her to share her 1 hour. She's a very calm speaker, very crisp and clear the way that she present because she's a HRDF trainer as well. And I told her, Rosie, can you come and teach people like we have this series. So she is at series number 5. Today, Henry one is series number 4. So at July we have her, and then we have series number 6, we are going to feature Kong Pronyo. So she loves to teach about the TikTok commerce and the TikTok affiliate, okay? And I booked her for July 14. And I also asked Casey Uy. Now, he is also a very famous TikToker, and he talks about the mindset, the branding, because he is a digital printer, 3D printer, digital printer, and also he design things and design brands for people, and he do a lot of designing work, and he owns a printing company. He even design a pop store, your shelves and all this lah. And then the last one in July, I managed to invite Tiki. So he is the top MCN for TikTok, multi-channel partner, TSP, TikTok partner as well. And he will tell about how to master the TikTok affiliate and how he can help you as well to sell your products if you have brands. So these are all the sessions that we are going to have to all 4 of them. I haven't planned what we have in August. I have to find time to do this. So let me stop sharing. I will share you the link to the session. And for Henry's session, because it's recording now, I will take away the recording later and put it on YouTube. Jamie's session on session 1, that was tough. I cannot crawl back the recording. So it's very unfortunate. So I'll try to ask her to do another session. So the link that I show you just now is a Google link for you to book your slots. So I will remind you a day before the session. And also I would like to invite you all to join the WhatsApp group of the BDI workshop. We call it the Business Digitalization Workshop. Never mind, I just join only lah. So this is the WhatsApp chat for you to, it's a group. For every series, I will ask people to come, and I asked Henry also to please join the group. Jamie, if you're still around, please join the group. Jamie is in the session during the last maybe 15 minutes or so. So I would like to thank everybody for um joining this session, and then I'll see you on July 7. Okay, I see you on July 7 with Coach Rosie. And please register in the Google form. It's always free. And please go to Udemy and go and access to Henry's Udemy classes for free also, he's giving you. So a lot of my friends here, they are very, very kind in support and provide this free content. Please don't abuse the content. I do not want to share any slides to you all because this is a recorded session. So please respect the trainers' hard-earned, hard blood and sweat when they make this kind of content. So I hope that Henry, if you got any more modules later that you would like to do and would like to enhance further, maybe to teach them another level of skill. I have a Red Note account, and my first post was only 1 view because I don't know all these Chinese words, right? So I did a second post, and my second post grew to 183 views. So that was something unique. So I did a Labubu unboxing and all. So I didn't get a lot of followers, but it's okay. So I did in English. I don't want to do in Mandarin. So maybe I would use Xiao for my cross stitch project that I've done, take photo. Maybe I should do that just for Xiao. So thank you everybody again for your time. If you have questions, you can ask Henry in a group chat. Let Henry join in later. So I'll see you all again on July 7. July 8, I'll be flying off to Kuching for another event to host there. Thank you everybody for attending for all the series. Some of you attended all four very, very diligently. I see my friend Suchan also come here very, very often. Thank you for the support. Henry, thank you again for your time. And good night, everybody. I see Bob as well. Bob also always attended all the four series. So we look forward to see you in more series. If you have something to offer to the community that you want to teach business SMEs during that 1 hour session, talk to me and I'll be able to share with every one of you. Okay. So thank you again. And Henry, you can stop the recording and I wish you all good night. Thank you. Bye bye.